Hey, today I'm gonna talk about Real Housewives. I'm sorry about the camera. Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 5, episode 9. It starts off with Joe Gorga and Melissa. I mean, not Melissa. Teresa. They're still crying from last episode or whatever, and it was kind of a touching moment. It was something that needed to happen. I'm glad that he grabbed his sister and he hugged her and they was crying it out. Both of them was crying it out because you could tell that this brother and sister really, really love each other, but it's their spouses in their ear, so it's causing a rift between them. I'm not saying that Joe's not um that he's innocent in this. I'm not saying Teresa's innocent in this, but when it's just them two together, you could tell, you could see the love between the brother and sister. They show Melissa, she's downstairs telling Caroline that what happened the day prior, and how Teresa wasn't taking up ownership, and how she was blaming uh, Melissa, and she was blaming Jacqueline, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, Caroline, everybody had a part to play in this big ass disaster of a family. Everybody. Um, I'm not gonna really go into detail of what happened on the show. I'm just gonna go through what I thought it was, because the episode really wasn't that good. So anyway, um, the doctor, she finally calls Melissa up to the room with Teresa and Joe Gorga, and they kind of hashed some things out. They kind of was bickering back and forth. You did this, you did that, yada yada yada. But basically, they made Teresa own up to some shit that she done, some shit. The part that she played in this, she finally admitted to that she have done some things, but she's like, she said that it wasn't her bringing these stories out. It was people bringing it to her. So Melissa felt some kind of way. Melissa was like, but you're always like in the middle of this. So they kind of hugged it out. They hashed it out or whatever. And it was time. Well, they hashed it out for the moment, for that episode. Because you never know what's going to go on with the rest of the episodes. But they finally kind of hugged it out. You could tell it was kind of fake on Melissa's part, because Melissa's still kind of hesitant. Of she is tired of being cool back with Teresa, and then some bullshit happens again, and then they back at it. And I can understand that, regardless if it's with family or friends. You don't want to say, okay, forget it, it's over, it's squashed, and then a month down the line, it's just some more bullshit. Sometimes, I don't care if it's family or friends, some relationships just need to be let go. And I know they all like each other, but sometimes I think that Joe and Melissa have their own family, Teresa and her Joe have their own family, and sometimes you're not gonna always be able to be around each other and do everything with each other and it be cool. So sometimes you need to take that time apart. Just come together on family occasions. See, everybody want to be on this show, so they don't want to let that go. So they're gonna always be around each other. But somebody need to lead the damn show. I don't know if it's Teresa and her dude or Melissa and her dude, but somebody need to lead this show, or this family is gonna always be in turmoil. It's always, because regardless of them getting together now, they're talking about each other when the shit airs, and then they get on their blocks and they're still talking about it. So then all that shit comes back up, and then by the reunion, everybody hate each other again. That's all I'm saying. Um, After the doctor get all of them cool and she leave, um, everybody start being cool. They throw little jabs here and there or whatever, but basically everybody is cool. Everybody's getting along. They had a moment where everybody was cooking together. I mean, it was just a real cool last moment. Nobody else was, through the whole episode, nobody was arguing. They throw little jabs, but wasn't nobody arguing. Melissa got wasted. She was more than white girl wasted. She was more than chocolate wasted. She was fucking that Belvedere bottle up. Then she had it straight. Then she had the mix. She was making other people drink. She was wasted at that dinner. But you saw a different side of Melissa. You really saw a different side of Melissa. Whether you love it or hate it, you saw a different side of Melissa. Um, Listen, Judice was getting along. Joe and Joe was getting along. Um, they end up doing an exercise, a trust exercise where they fall back. Everybody did it. Um, what else happened? Caroline told Teresa she would do it if she, you know, patch things up with Jacqueline, if they would be able to do the exercise together and be able to talk it out or whatever. Teresa was kind of hesitant, but she did it. She said she would do it. So they kind of showed Jacqueline and her husband. I kind of zoned out every time they would tune into them because regardless of Jacqueline saying she's over Teresa, that whole goddamn dinner was about Teresa and her husband and how they, don't get along and how she's over it. But that whole fucking dinner was about Teresa. Um, that was another thing. Caroline wants Teresa and Jacqueline to mend everything, but I don't think that relationship needs to be mended. They were not family. They were just acquaintances, friends, whatever. Because to me, they wasn't friends. They was acquaintances. So I don't think that relationship needs to be mended. Um, what else happened? The next episode, I guess they're gonna finally end up talking. Oh, at the end, um, Joe Judice was telling Teresa, because at the table he was telling Caroline to take them some wine. He had some wine from when they was cool or whatever, and he wanted them to take it. But Rich was telling him like, you need to take it to them because you guys have this really good friendship and you guys need to talk about it and all that kind of stuff. So you could tell the husbands want to work it out, but not necessarily the wives have to be friends just because the husbands are friends. Like, y'all can go play golf together, eat together, drink together, whatever, but y'all wives don't have to be cool. I'm just saying. But he ended up talking to Teresa at the end and saying how they need to go back and talk to Jacqueline and Chris, and she was like hesitant because she was like, Jacqueline really hurt me and all this kind of stuff. But I'm sitting there like, please, Teresa, own up to the shit you did to Jacqueline too. Both of you guys hurt each other, and just like Carol said, everybody had a part to play in this shit. Um, but I guess they're gonna work things out. I don't know. But when they did that trucks exercise and people was falling back, I thought that was so fucking out of line of Rich to grab Rosie titties. I don't give a damn if she don't like men, she's a lesbian or whatever. That shit was still inappropriate. Like, I don't get Rich. He is so inappropriate all the way around. Even when he was telling Joe to shut up his wife, when she was calling Kathy a whore at the dinner table. Like, Kathy do just seem like that type of person, regardless of how quiet as she is. You could tell she's a freak in the sheets. Come on now, because Rich is off the chain, and I'm quite sure with the cameras wasn't rolling, she's off the chain too. Um, Anything else happened in this episode? So that was just highlight? No, not really. Anyway, that's my review for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 5, episode 9. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Sorry I'm not energetic because this episode is really basically really boring. I'm ready for it to liven it up because I'm gonna stop reviewing it if not. I'm trying to stick with it. I really am because I don't like to start something and not finish it. But this New Jersey, I should have damn reviewed Real Housewives of Orange County. They have more drama than this. Anyway, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Keek, Instagram, Twitter. I haven't really done a lot of Keeks lately, but I think I'm gonna get back into that. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE, except my Instagram is Miss Nika, MIZZNEKA69. Follow me, talk to me, I'll talk back. If you tell me you are a subscriber on Instagram, I will follow you back. If you don't have no pictures, I won't. Shout out to Mr. Still Standing, Closet Freak. She does Closet Confessions TV, and she does the Real Housewives of New Jersey reviews, and her reviews are awesome. But check them out. Check out Ashley Miller, 1987. I'm always going to shout these people out because they show me love on their videos and they like my videos and stuff like that. So I would always shout them out. Check them out and we can all do this together. All right, peace.